Hey guys, Chris Trott here, TaylorMade. I work out on the tour, servicing the game's greatest players. One of the clubs that has taken this year by storm is the SimMax Rescue. This is how I go about fitting it for a tour player. First things first, I'm going to look at descent angles. You get all these beautiful numbers in front of you on that launch monitor. You need to look at descent angles, because if a ball is coming down steeper, it ain't running, which means it can go next to the hole, which is critical when it comes to scoring. We know that when we look at putts made from 18 feet as we move all the way down to 3-4 feet, the percentages are much higher. So proximity to the hole, step number one. Then you're looking for course setup when it comes to good players and also amateurs. Always keep an eye on that. If the course setup allows it, you don't want run out on certain holes, these bad boys aren't going to be running out. If you hit a 3 and a 2 iron, it's going to be chasing. So that might be something to take into consideration. Then we start to get into golfers that maybe hit it offline. Trust me, I'm one of those. You get into lie angles that sit down a bit, or perhaps this rough that you see and you get here in Southern California. The flange and the sole on this golf club and the fact that you've got a back CG, it's going to get through that. As you get into, though, the amateur golfer, and I often fit amateurs, and what I recall from it is they get there and they pick up the club and they don't know where to go with this. Well, do I hit this like an iron? Do I hit it like a wood? I don't know what I'm doing. You need to guide that, because if you do hit, I'm going to talk a little bit here about the D plane, but if you do hit, the swing has a low point, okay? If you take your armpit here as the low point of the golf swing, that's the lowest it can be physically with your body. If they start playing it outside left toe or forward, they're going to hit the ball on the way up. That can often bring, if you're on the ball to target line, it can often bring, the blade is now pointing left, so you can bring left in. So always get into a position with your amateur golfer or good players where you want them to move the ball back a little bit in the stance. Play this club more like an iron than playing it like a wood, because then you bring a steeper attack angle halfway down into the golf ball into play, but you also bring a start line that is not going to be manipulated and left, and it's going to be more on target, because the way the club is designed, it will square up the face for you, because you have the back CG, center of gravity, the mass, impacting onto the golf shaft. So dynamically, it's going to help you out. The next place to think about this when you're into your average golfer or someone who struggles with chipping, again, I can struggle with chipping. I get there, especially when there's a bit of pressure in there, and I can semi-play golf. But what you want to do, and don't forget with these bad boys, you can put them in, get the shaft up vertical, use it like an arm lock putter, and all of a sudden they can come out the fringe and put that thing, and it will bounce through any kikuyu or grass that is on that fringe. It's a golf club that has 1,000,001 different areas you can use it. You just need to understand as the fitter what you are doing to help that player in front of you, because anyone from juniors to ladies to tour players to men golfers that you see out of there can benefit if they can get dialed into one of these. That's your job as the fitter to make sure you dial them in. Good luck.